Hey everyone, as you can tell, it's me, Maimuna. The title of the video is pretty self-explanatory. Today I'm going to show you guys how you can learn to do your own wedding makeup whilst in lockdown. I know many of you guys are planning on getting married this summer, but due to unforeseen and unprecedented times, those plans may have to be cancelled. One thing that is certain is that getting a makeup artist to do your makeup on your big day is expensive, okay? Expensive. They charge how much? Average 300 to even 500 pounds. If you're doing multiple events like your nikah, mendi, walima, the price is really going to go up, and that's going to be a lot of money down the drain. I am queen of frugality, so if it was me getting married, I would use this time to learn how to do my makeup and save myself some money, you know. 500 pounds would go fantastic in my honeymoon fund. So today I'm going to reveal all of the things that I've learned in my time working with makeup. I'm going to give you guys all the product beats. I'm going to run down the basics on getting the perfect base, the simple stuff like how to put on eyelashes, and even how to make sure that your lipstick lasts all day. You guys are going to love this. As you can see, I'm currently in my Desi gear. I've got this gorgeous light green suit on. The scarf decor doesn't fully match the dress, I'm aware. I don't really have the opportunity to go out and get something that does, so I'm just going to mix and match stuff to create some kind of harmony in the outfit. But it does match the jewelry, so I think we are okay. The dress also has hints of gold in it, as you can see. I've also got my neck coverage on. This is a nude turtleneck top. The most important thing is skincare. You need to make sure your skin is in tip-top condition. So whether that means exfoliating, putting a mask on, moisturizing, priming, you got to do all of that before you start your base. You need to exfoliate to remove all of the dead skin cells so that your makeup doesn't look patchy, and you need to moisturize so that the powder doesn't start, you know, drying up on certain areas of your skin. I've already done my mask and I've done some exfoliating. All I'm going to do is I'm going to moisturize. I'm going to use this hyaluronic face serum from Radiance Labs. I love this because it's water-based. The areas that I tend to be most dry is under my eyes, so I'm going to concentrate my moisturizer under my eyes especially, so that everything is nice and hydrated. So I'm being really liberal and generous with the moisturizer. Try to do the same. Just apply as much as you can on your face. Even if it feels really wet and sticky, that's fine. We're going to leave this on our skin anyways so that we can let it do its thing. Whilst that's sitting there, we're going to move on to eyes. So you should do your eyes first. That includes your eyebrows and your eyeshadow. I'm going to start on my eyebrows first, and then in between that I'm going to prime my face further with a primer. I like to fill my eyebrows in with a brown eyeshadow. Okay, I'm going to get that eyeshadow and I'm going to fill in my eyebrows gently with the eyeshadow. So you don't need too much when you apply this, just a little bit. I find that using a powder gives a much more natural effect than anything else I've used. So my eyebrows are done. I'm actually going to carve my eyebrows out with a foundation that matches my skin tone. I'm going to use a flat brush. This one's from Elf. And I'm going to use my Makeup Revolution foundation. Carve your eyebrows. A bit more on my brush, and I'm going to go on top of my eyebrows. I'm going to take my small beauty blender and I'm just going to blend away the edges. I'm going to go ahead and prime my skin now. I'm going to use my Elf Poreless Putty Primer. You can use whatever primer you like. I'm going to just get my fingers in there and I'm going to apply it just under my eyes and around my T-zone. So on my nose. I really like to keep this under my eyes. Under my eyes get really dry, so Just kind of priming that area really helps. I'm going to jump straight into the eyes. I'm not going to go too in depth with the eye tutorial because I do have a lot of videos on my channel with me doing eye makeup. So for priming eyelids, you can use any concealer you have. I like to use the Huda Beauty concealer, the Overachiever concealer, because I find that the coverage on that concealer is really good, and so it gives you a really smooth base. So I'm going to use my Revolution palette. I'm just going to use a neutral brown shade and blend that into my crease. I'm going to use that shade Glow. I'm not going to take it too far. Make sure that you go little by little with the product that you're using and don't add too much in one go because it'll be difficult to blend. But if you've moisturized well, then you'll find it easier to blend, basically. I use this brush here, that shade over there. I'm going to pick this up really sparingly, and I'm just going to put it on my outer and inner corner. Okay, next I'm going to pick up Gold Dust, which is that color over there. I'm just going to pick it up with my brush. It's kind of like a paste, so I'm going to pick it up. Just place it on my lid, like that. This is such a beautiful eyeshadow because it is so pigmented. So you may need to practice on getting this precise because this can take a bit of practice to do. You also need a really good brush. So I would recommend getting a dense brush that allows you to press or pack eyeshadow on. Okay, so the gold is now on. I'm going to diffuse the edges with Glow and Brownie together. So I'm going to go in with Glow first, and then I'm going to go in with Brownie afterwards. Just get that diffusion going. It's okay if you take it too far out, because when we put concealer on, we are going to clean up any fallout or any mess, which is why I do the eyeshadow first. The eyeshadow is really simple, and that's all it took. Just a couple of shades and some good brushes and some patience. So that's all you really need. Now the primer has now set on my face, which means I can put my base on. You can use any foundation you like that matches you. I'm going to use the EX1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation. I'm going to blend this all over my skin. I do like the coverage of this foundation. It's kind of like a medium to buildable coverage. Use my beauty blender and just dab it into my skin. So if you have like an Asian skin tone, this is an amazing foundation if you find it difficult to match your skin tone. So now I'm going to do concealer. I have pretty dark eye bags naturally. I like to go in with 2 layers of concealer. I'm going to use the Revolution Infinite Conceal and Define. It has a lot of coverage, but it also has like an orange tint to it, which kind of hides my eye bags. I like to apply an elongated shape. Using my smaller blender, I'm going to just gently blend the edges first. So I'm not going to blend the actual concealer, just the edges. And I'm going to let that concealer sit just for a minute. Whilst the concealer is just sitting on my face, I'm going to go in with my eyelashes and eyeliner. So eyeliner is not necessary, but I'm just going to add it because I like the look of it. And I'm just going to line the top of my eyelid. It gives a nice blend to your eyelashes. I'm going to put some eyelashes on now. My favorite eyelashes These ones are from Saudi. I haven't worn them before, but I really want to try them for this video. They're really dramatic and they're like super out there. But I think I'm going to need to cut them to shape. I've only just trimmed a little bit off of them. And I'm going to do a coating of my Duo Quick Set Strip Lash Adhesive on each band of my lashes. I like to apply a relatively thin coat of this. Blow on it for a few seconds. This eyelash glue sets really quickly, so I don't need to blow it for too long. You want to make sure you do the short end on the inner corner and the longer end on the outer corner. They should grab onto your eyes straight away. You don't need to touch them at this point, just leave them on your eyes. You can kind of twist them like this to make them rounder, so they're easier to place on your eyelid. I'm going to blend out the concealer that I've had sitting under my eyes. It should be nice and set. Okay, because I like to highlight, I'm going to go in with a lighter concealer under my eyes. LA Girl Pro Conceal. I'm going to squeeze it on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to use a brush to just smooth it under my eyes in the shape that I want. So I'm going to use a Real Techniques brush, and the reason why I like using a brush is you can kind of sculpt your nose and your cheekbone area. I'm going to start with my nose. So I'm going to take the concealer just down here. And this concealer is really thick, and that's what I like about it. The thickness really adds so much coverage. And also just get the remaining and swipe it under my cheekbones. Start pressing the concealer everywhere. I'm going to go in with my larger sponge to do that. You just want to get off the excess product. I'm going to use a fluffy brush. I'm going to blend away the bits near my nose. So now I'm going to quickly set my face with powder. So we're going to use the Revolution Pro Fixing Powder. This one works really good if you have thick concealer under your eyes and you really want to mattify your face. To do that, I'm going to use a sponge like this. If this powder is really thinly milled, I'm going to just wipe the excess off so it's all evenly distributed. Press it gently just under my eye, and it should absorb all the moisture. Really press that powder in. Brush off the excess powder. So my under eyes are looking super smooth and flawless. I'm going to bake now. So I'm just going to bake on near my nose and just under my face. I'm going to use the one from Primark, which is the Bake It powder. And again, I'm going to pick up my sponge, just get it into the powder. I'm going to just put it near my nose, just here. Like that. Use this Patricia Bright face palette. And this one has a really nice shade here, which I like to use for contouring. So to do my contouring, I'm going to use a flat top contour brush, and I'm going to go in with the contour powder like so. Just apply it upwards so it's not interfering with the bake that I've put on. Now because I put this on a powdered surface, it's easy to blend it, and I can just remove any excess where I don't want it. And whilst I blend that, I can also remove my bake, or even blend my bake with the powder so it's more natural. And just go back and forth. And that'll make it even more diffused and more natural. So I'm going to use a brush like this that is kind of flat on the top. And I'm going to take my same brown powder that I used, and I'm going to apply it just near the inside of where I left my bake. So just here. And then for the shape on the tip, you can do any shape you like. I like to do a kind of a upside down triangle. So to do an upside down triangle, you basically just draw two lines here like that, and then you just connect them like that. Now what you want to do is you want to get a smaller blending brush. I'm going to use like a pencil one like this. You just want to blend the powders together so that they're more diffused. So just go all the way around your nose. This will give you that like perfect snatched nose. And you can take the same contour brush and just remove that bake and kind of blend it in with your nose contour. For my cheeks, I'm going to go in with a blush. I'm feeling more of an orange blush. I'm going to get that on the tip of my brush so you can see how bright that is. And this is how I like to apply the blush, okay? So I like to apply it here, just here on this area. This will just define the face and give it more structure. Swirl my brush just up here, like so. Then you have the blush just on the top of your face, like that. A look that's really in is putting blush on the tip of your nose. So I'm going to use the leftover blush on the brush. I'm just going to apply it just around my nose. So I'm going to do my under eye area, just under my eyes. And I'm also going to apply some mascara. Now at this point you can squeeze your lashes if you like, just to blend them in. It's Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. I take Glow, so Glow is that color there. I'm going to just swipe a little bit under my eyes. And that will like seriously transform the whole look. This is a gift from my sister-in-law. It's a really good highlighter. It's the Revolution Cheek Kit. I'm going to go in with a flat fluffy brush like this, and I'm going to go in with this color. Apply this just here where the light hits my face. I'm going to use this one, this really dense brush. And I'm going to go in with that same highlighter, and I'm going to mix it slightly with the whiter one, and we're going to go on top of where we put our highlighter, just here, just to kind of intensify it and make it more in your face. Use some on my nose as well, just on the tip here and here. I'm also going to do some highlighter on my brow bone and my inner corner. I'm going to go in with my inner corner first, here, just here. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to go to the final step. For my lips, I'm going to wear a nice neutral peachy color. I'm going to start by lining my lips with a lip liner. So I'm going to use the Primark Beauty lip liner. This one is in the shade Toffee. And I'm just going to overline my lips ever so slightly. And so here's a tip to making sure that your lipstick lasts all day. Get a matte long wear liquid lipstick. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is in the shade Ashton. Now you want to put a really thin layer of this all inside the perimeter of your lip liner. So I'm going to start by putting a little bit. I'm going to use my brush to go around the corners. So wherever I put my lip liner, I'm going over it with the liquid lipstick. On top of that, I'm going to use a high pigment satin lip gloss, and this is from Primark Beauty. So I'm gonna go over with this. I like to keep it just in the center. And there we have it, guys. That is the finished Asian bridal. Now you can do this at home. Absolutely, it's not that hard. I've used mainly drugstore products, but you can also use whatever products work for you. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you'd like to see more looks on my channel like this that are helpful and things that are informative, then please let me know. Also, the dress details and everything, I might do a video on where and how you can get affordable kind of desi clothes. I might do one especially for Eid.